Hello, I am so excited to actually be doing this little video because in about all of my other pregnancies, I wanted to sit down here and just share just what I do during my pregnancies for my most important support for my core. And I always just procrastinate and never do it. And so I've got 2 weeks to go till this baby is born, and I just almost missed the opportunity again, but we're gonna do it. So here I am. It is the most simple thing in the world. It's just breath. It's just breath. It's out there. You know, I didn't make it up, but it's a diaphragmatic breath. And we actually have a program called Work-Ins. It's all about core safety during pregnancy and just for women in general to exercise honoring her female body. And so we call this breath secure in our Work-In program. But when we do it for pregnancy and the first 8 weeks afterwards, it's a lot more dramatized. We spend time doing it. And so we're going to be using our diaphragm to breathe. Most people breathe high into their chest and they use their clavicles and they use all this to breathe. But we're going to use our diaphragm, which is going to massage our whole intestinal system. It's going to, when our diaphragm works properly, it actually positions our posture to be in a alignment that actually supports the linea alba, which is the connective tissue that runs all the way up the middle of your abdomen between the rectus muscle sheaths, which are the six packs, right? And during pregnancy, it kind of has to spread, right? So that the baby can grow inside. But sadly, people spread it a lot more by their poor posture, and it just kind of like puts intra-abdominal pressure and makes everything open up a lot wider than it needs to be. And then you hang out, right? But this diaphragmatic breath is going to support the right alignment and posture and work that diaphragm so that you can actually keep everything as tight as possible during pregnancy. And postpartum, it is the best postpartum recovery exercise. I do it within the first 24 hours because I just simply sit at the end of my bed when my little baby newborn is asleep and just start to breathe. It's just so simple. And it's really all I do for quite a few weeks. And anyway, I'm just going to show you just quickly. Imagine your inner core as a barrel, okay, with a lid and a floor and two sides. The lid is your diaphragm. The floor is your pelvic floor. And then we have the transverse abdominis, which is your most inner corset abdominal muscles. And at the back, we have the multifidus, which is your lower back. It kind of stretches up and runs up your spine. Okay, so we're going to send our breath, as we inhale, we're going to send our breath, instigated from the diaphragm, into the fullness of the barrel. I don't want to see big belly distending out. People say do abdominal breathing during pregnancy, but when you do it too dramatically, it can actually distend your stomach. We don't want to really think breathing out into here. We want to think breathing out into the whole fullness of the barrel. We want to think breathing out into the back, breathing out into the back of the ribs, into the side of the ribs, these intercostal muscles between the ribs. We want them to spread like louvers in windows. We want them to open up, okay? And we want the pelvic floor on the inhale to open up. Have you ever seen a time-lapse film of a National Geographic flower, like an orchid, and it's you can see it all opening up? That's what I want you to imagine your pelvic floor opening up. Okay, and then on the exhale, we use our exhale breath. So we exhale to tighten up the transverse abdominal muscles and now your corset muscles, and everything is going to go in like a corset, and at the same time that flower is going to go up and go tight, so everything becomes secure. That's why we call it secure in our Work-In programs. Okay, so on the inhale, open up the flower and breathe into the barrel, and on the exhale, let everything sit back in like a corset. Okay, so what we do, sometimes I put my hands on the ribs so I can feel the ribs expanding, and a little bit here on my tummy so I can feel the tummy going back in on the exhale. So it's just like a Everything is opened up, everything, and then it's not a belly button like just being sucked in, like you're sucking in trying to look skinny. No, it's an actual muscles moving back in a sideways elevator like that, and the pelvic floor is lifting. So I just sit there in my perky posture. We call this perky posture when your diaphragm is in the right alignment. You want yourself not to be leaning over or hunching over or your neck forward or like back. You just perky posture. You can feel when everything starts to feel like naturally aligned. And then do this breathing. Just do it for just a few minutes. So every day of my pregnancy, that's what I do. It's as simple as breath. Here we go. We're going to do it together again. Inhale and exhale. Everything is secure. It's just as simple as that.
How many do you do?
I sit there and do it for a few minutes, but I said that earlier on. Yeah. But okay, I'll say that again.
Yeah, just do that one last thing.
Okay, yeah.
Just for a few minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm watching you, Suri. When you can see it, and I hope when you go out, when you do that, your stomach actually lifts. You might want to say that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It
Okay,
lifts, it
okay.
hovers. You can see.
Okay.
Probably you can see me and just say, look, I do this just for a few minutes.
Okay, yeah.
And don't forget to do it postpartum too.
Yes. Yeah, but that's going to be in my next video. Okay. So it's just as simple as breath. And let's do it one more time together. And I actually don't just do it 2 times like you're watching me in this video. I sit there and just do it for a few minutes. It's so simple. It's just an everyday thing like brushing your teeth. Okay, so we're going to inhale. And as you exhale, you'll notice my stomach doesn't just go back, it actually lifts. Okay, so we're going to inhale and exhale. It lifts up and in. It's the best abdominal exercise support, really. It's not even exercise during pregnancy.